Starch, a complex carbohydrate found in many of the foods we eat daily, is often misunderstood in conversations about health and nutrition. While some diet trends have vilified starches, lumping them in with simple sugars or heavily processed foods, the truth is more nuanced and considerably more positive. In fact, starch plays a critical role in maintaining our health, particularly as a primary and reliable energy source for the human body. Its contribution to physical activity, cognitive function, and even metabolic health makes it an essential part of a balanced diet for most people. When we consume foods rich in starch, such as potatoes, rice, pasta, corn, legumes, and whole grains, the body breaks the complex carbohydrate molecules down into glucose. This glucose is then used to fuel the brain, muscles, and other vital systems. Unlike simple sugars that cause quick spikes and drops in blood sugar levels, starch, especially when consumed in its less processed, fiber-rich form, provides a more sustained and stable release of energy. This steady energy supply is especially important for those who engage in regular physical activity, as well as for children, adolescents, and adults who require constant mental focus throughout the day. One of the most important benefits of starch lies in its ability to support brain function. The brain runs almost exclusively on glucose, and because starches convert to glucose in a steady fashion, they help maintain mental clarity, concentration, and memory. In times of prolonged mental or physical effort, such as studying for an exam or participating in endurance sports, the body relies heavily on glycogen stores, which are essentially chains of glucose derived from starches. Without sufficient intake of these complex carbohydrates, mental fatigue and muscle exhaustion set in more rapidly. Another compelling reason to view starch positively is its role in gut health, particularly in its resistant starch form. Resistant starch is a type of starch that resists digestion in the small intestine and ferments in the large intestine. This fermentation process nourishes beneficial gut bacteria, which play a role in everything from immune function to mood regulation. Foods like green bananas, cooked and cooled potatoes, lentils, and certain whole grains are excellent sources of resistant starch. Incorporating these into one's diet not only supports digestion, but may also help regulate blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. In terms of heart health and weight management, not all starches are equal, but when you choose high-fiber, minimally processed starches such as oats, brown rice, quinoa, or sweet potatoes, you're also consuming valuable vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. These natural starches can aid in cholesterol reduction, enhance satiety, the feeling of fullness, and prevent overeating. Rather than causing weight gain, as is often feared, these complex carbs can be helpful in maintaining a healthy weight when paired with a balanced intake of protein and healthy fats. It's also important to consider the cultural and historical significance of starch-based foods. For centuries, staple crops like rice, maize, and potatoes have formed the backbone of entire civilizations' diets, providing the bulk of daily caloric needs. These traditional foods have supported human development and health across the globe and continue to do so today. Their nutrient density and accessibility make them a vital part of food security and public health, particularly in regions where access to a wide variety of fresh foods may be limited. In summary, starch is not merely a filler on our plates, but a foundational component of human nutrition. Far from being something to avoid, starch, particularly in its whole and minimally processed forms, can support energy, focus, endurance, digestion, and long-term health. When embraced thoughtfully, starches help form the base of a nourishing and sustainable way of eating. The key lies not in eliminating starch, but in choosing its most beneficial forms and understanding the incredible ways it helps power the body, mind, and spirit.